the one and only, looking very slim, Craig Hill.
It's just not the truth, but thank you so much for saying it. You are the third person that said that today, but I think I just bought a nice T-shirt. I think that's all that happened. Because the other day after my show, somebody, an actual punter who was in my show, patted me in the belly and went, "What's that?" And I thought, "Oh no!" And I think it's just the kilt. It's that wee bit neat around the waist. And if you've had a pie, it shows. I'm like Shakira. Do you know, my hips don't lie if I've had a pie. That's my point.
Whenever was that or so. But you took your jacket off to show me your slim, trim figure, so I figured you were doing that to kind of say,
well, I took my jumper off for you, actually, because you're hot.
Oh, not at all. But
honestly, people don't even know what she's wearing today. She looks amazing. You're wearing like those boots that Madonna had in Desperately Seeking Susan. You know, the kind of encrusted gold boots. They're very cool.
Craig, are you saying I'm stuck in the 80s? That's what you're saying? My 80s fashion is
I can't even
in
lie.
the 80s.
Yes.
I'm stuck in the 80s.
But that's a good look. And you've got a hot leather top on with sleeveless. I mean, I need to tell them this because it's a shame to see that on the radio.
Can I say, I'm disappointed you're not wearing your kilt today, because I wanted to ask you if you're a true Scotsman when you're on stage.
You're not as disappointed as I am. This is funny because I get this all the time, and my favourite reply to it when it happens in the street, quite a lot of people say, "What's underneath your kilt?" And I always look back and go, "Your future."
But when you're on stage, because you're taking a risk, especially at the festival, are you a true Scotsman?
Well, do you know what? My answer to that question is come and see the show. I dance a lot and guess. You
so
tell
that's
me.
A no then.
You tell me.
I know, yes.
Because you've got to be careful. That's all I'll say. I've got to be really careful. So it's quite good fun. I'm on drip dry.
Right, what can we expect from the show? You're so well loved. You're a household name. What can we expect from the show?
Well, just an hour of me being absolutely hyper, and a lot of my shows off the cuff, and I find the most fantastic moments because I open it up to the audience and see who they are. So
does that make you nervous? I know you love that.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does the opposite. I think it keeps me really alive. It makes the show really exciting for me as well, because it's quite good to challenge yourself to see whether you can come up with something really quick in the moment. And often, it's like there's a comedy guy in me who's faster than I am. That's already terrible. It's a comedy guy in me. You think I'd know?
And this young, slim figure that I am.
Whoever he is, I like him. But no, so last night, I walked on and there was a professional squash player in the front. So I won't even tell you what I said to him. Something to do with squashing. Ooh. But it was funny. And I like things that you don't know are going to happen. So.
How did you know he was a professional squash player?
Because that's what I'm saying. I start the show, the first 15 minutes, I open it up to the audience and ask who they are. And I see someone who looks quite good and chat to them and their girlfriend and then have a bit of a wind up with them. And then I'll find out what they do for a living. And it's quite good. I always think it's a real challenge for you as a comedian. I think it's a good sign if you can think of something on the spot and the audience are like, "Oh, there's no way he could have prepared that." And that's my favourite comedy.
Well, you're such a people person. I know you like to challenge yourself, but do you ever, or have you come across someone where you've asked that question, what do you do? And they say something that's completely random. You've got no idea what they're talking about.
Yes. When I was in Peebles, somebody said, "I'm an artificial pig inseminator."
Moving swiftly on. What did you say?
I just said, I hope you do that. I hope you do that artificially. I don't know what I said, but it sounded really dubious.
Do you ever have a little drink before you go on, or are you completely sober?
No, I never ever do that. And I know a lot of comedians do that. And I know why they do, because you've got to be able to calm your nerves. I think because my shows are so, I'm so on fire. I'm so up. I can't really be anything less than 100% fresh. So I'll have a wee drink afterwards sometimes, but no, not beforehand, because you've got to be so sharp.
Who do you sort of like want to check out like this
Everyone.
year?
There's some really hot guys in town.
Not interested in any venues, just here I will be partying.
Oh, you mean shows?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, do you know what? I haven't really looked at who's on this year, but there's a guy from Australia who's really funny, who's a brilliant writer, really funny guy called Nick Cody. So I want to go and see his show. I saw a little bit.
He's not coming in. We had you. He's not coming in.
But Mark Nelson and Kai Humphries, the two of them are always really great, and I see them every year as well. So I try to kind of catch them. I've not really looked who else is. Tom Allen. I love Tom Allen. He's really funny. He's a nice friend of mine as well. But I think he's a very witty comedian. I really like him.
Have you ever had that moment when you're looking out and it might be Tom Allen, you think, "Oh, that's so and so," and it's someone really famous, and there they are staring at you in the audience?
Lorraine Chase. And she was brilliant. I mean, I totally went for it. And I said, "Oh my God, you're not Lorraine Chase, are ya?" And she's like, "I am." And I said, "Are you putting that on? That can't be your real voice." And she went, "Oh no, everyone thinks clothes I put on, well done. And she is exactly as you would expect her to be. And she was great fun and, you know, really up for banter. I like people, if they're well known or not, that don't mind you doing the banter.
Yeah.
And she was brilliant. And I actually went to see a show. She went, shall we go see something? And we went to see a show together. And she was great
that
fun.
is so cool.
So that's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, these are such great stories. Well, listen, good luck at the festival. We can, of course, check you out. Craig Hill, up and coming in his kilt. Find out if he's a true Scotsman. Venue 150 at EICC. Is that right?
That's right, 7:15.
Excellent. Oh, get the time in there.
Well, you always get the time, and people turn up at 5:15 and you go, I felt like I've been hanging around for ages.
Be there sharp, Craig. You know we love you here at this station, but thanks so much for chatting to us.
Oh, I've never felt so welcome in all my life, you leather lady. Thank you.